keynote speaker is a man. He is a professor from Universitas Surabaya, Negeri Surabaya. Let me read some curriculum vitae of Professor Dr. Tatak Yuli Eko Siswono MPD. He finished bachelor until doctoral in Universitas Negeri Surabaya. Some of the expertise of Mr. Tatak in psychology, in mathematics education, problem posing and solving too, and the development of professional teachers, and others publication and the articles you can get on the Google Scholar, yeah, because Ms. Roslinda and Mr. Tatak have so many articles that interesting to read. So we will go to our next speakers, Mr. Tatak. Can you hear me?
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
The time is yours, please.
Okay, thank you very much. First of all, let us praise to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, who has given us healthy and also all goodness and change today, so we can meet at the international webinar. And Honorable Dr. Ade Komaludin, as director of a postgraduate program at Universitas Siliwangi, and also Honorable Dr. Nani Ratnanise as the head of mathematics education study program, and also Madam or Mrs. Roslinda Rosli, PhD, as a speaker, and also all audience, all professor, all lecturer, and thank you very much for. Yeah, I hope you will be patient to listen my maybe complicated English or unstructured English. I'm trying to give information, and thank you for committee who has given me to be a speaker. Okay, my description title is Opportunity and Challenges in Teaching and Learning Mathematics in the Post-COVID-19. Do we need the digital technology? So this is a question we could answer after the last session, I think. This is my okay, sorry. This is my main idea, my topic. I will discuss teaching and learning situation during the COVID-19 pandemic in Indonesia, especially, and what are opportunities and challenges for mathematics teaching, and also designing effective teaching and learning, and some idea, research and collaboration teaching. During pandemic, COVID-19 pandemic, yeah, it's some country, I think, is have attack it with this pandemic. Also in Indonesia, after government declared that was Indonesia that was experiencing pandemic, so some policy in educational will change, and regulation like from the Ministry of Education and Cultures have some policy to change. The first is for example, past we can teach student face to face, and then turn on to digital online, and others national examination is cancelled, and some activities face to face will eliminate. So it's everything in education uh, changing, I think, was changing. So uh, teachers and also student and also parent is very panic. And so what happened to the teachers, student, parent, and also school and stakeholder? We can see at the uh, uh, media or news, there is some facts, I think, uh, uh, that teaching online actually is not effective. It's not easy. And also online is online learning and teaching as not as imagined. So it's a very difficult. And I and some research report that there is some online uh, learning and then offline learning is very different. So some research report that pandemic situation uh, could uh, and there is show up a gap education in Indonesia. Actually, for a student at the lowest economy, so they are all very they have some difficulties, not only student but also parent. Some most difficulties is yeah, it's about electricity still a problem, and also if they don't have television, smartphone, and others equipment, laptop, and also computer is difficult. So at the pandemic situation, some teacher have initiated to uh, to come and visiting student directly, but we know that it's a very risk situation. And then there is uh, yeah when they have a smartphone and also they have a computer, but the internet access is unstable. There is some they don't have enough quota to use internet, and also some uh, trouble is like uh, uh, I mean, when this situation, so teacher give a student a lot of tasks or assignment, and at home, parent and also student, so it's a thing or they have difficulties and they have a lot of assignment. You can imagine, for example, in one home, uh, as a parent, we have two or three students, and all uh, your child, your children uh, must support with the internet, with facilities, some facilities. So it's very complicated situation in uh, in pandemic situation. And also we can use offline, we use television, but sometimes in others area, television is not easy to capture. And also, yeah, uh, because this situation, some teachers just give a task or assignment. So it's very difficult. As we know, uh, the fact, uh, all teacher, when the teachers is easy to use face-to-face communication, face-to-face teaching and learning, and then suddenly they must change to online system. So some teacher is very difficult to to handle, to cope with this situation. Also, if uh, uh, they all were not familiar with the online teaching and learning. And this is a report, maybe just 2.5% teacher is estimate is just estimation that teacher could not use or apply digital online. Al- So the teacher use uh, use uh, uh, way or strategies, give student assignment and then waiting with WhatsApp and others. So after that, student have a lot of assignment. You can imagine, for example, if one student learn at the elementary school or at the junior secondary school, they must learn many topic, many topic, and also many material. So some of teacher give us assignment. So it's very difficult. It's very complicated situation for students. So this is make student stress, and also some in others area. For example, is in Papua there is some student dropping out at school. So it's very complicated situation when we face the COVID-19 pandemic. Actually, in Indonesia, this is some problem. I think uh, not all students, not all parents have a smartphone, and then if they have a smartphone, is and also they have difficulties. They don't have a quota. If they have a quota, the quota is unstable. Internet network is unstable. So parents also have some problem because yeah, they face some economy problem because in pandemic, and uh, uh, they must support their children to learn at school, and they don't have enough capability and don't have enough capacities, and teacher just give assignment without interactive situation, don't give like a key and others. And sometimes is uh, we can see that the uh, curriculum in Indonesia, actually that's curriculum uh, did not prepare to this situation, this pandemic disaster. This is just for its normal situation. So this is a problem. So what we need, for example, at the school or government, just think that student must study all material, all topic. So it's very difficult to handle it. So we must rethinking about this situation, mainly or especially for curriculum. Yeah. Uh, Finally, I think it's government. They realize that this online system is not effective, and they try to uh, uh, give a solution in other solution. Yeah, maybe yeah, this is some solution, but it's a very yeah we can. I think we also we can waiting for what is the a good solution from government. But if we see at the other side, in that situation, pandemic situation, teacher and also school, I think have a optimistic to and they think that this situation is chilling them to be creative. So I think this is a positive side with this situation. So this some teacher this is some media think that uh, teaching with the online system, uh, teacher and also student should creative. And also for us as a academic at the university, I think, and as a teacher, as a pre-service teacher, I think. So this is this situation post-COVID, I think is online learning or online system is one topic or main topic for research. So we can develop that because I think uh, uh, we can hinder with this situation because uh, COVID pandemic, there is some estimation situation estimation that will be face facing face it to maybe 1 year and 2 year and others. So we can predict when we must stop this pandemic so we can learn with a face to face. As we know today, and that government uh, through uh, Ministry of Education and Culture have a policy to use online system in teaching and learning at the school and also at the college. So this is, I think, is one change, one opportunity to us to have research about that. Okay, and what are opportunities for mathematics teaching? Opportunity it mean is a situation in which it's possible for person to do something they want to do or appropriate or a favorable time or occasion. I think so. We must look at this situation, uh, a few this situation at the positive side. These opportunities. So I think this situation post-pandemic, this is a chain for teachers and also parent make collaboration. So teacher can design a teaching and learning process, use, for example, for worksheet and or yeah activities involve parent. For example, like this. This is for K5, I think. So teacher, a student, and also a parent. I mean, a child and parent can make activities like that. For example, this is a guess and check a number. This is, for example, this one conversation between a child and parent. For example, child think that I'm thinking a number between 1 and 100. Parent, it is more than five. Is it more than 50? No. Is it an even number? So if a parent ask student, is it even number? but the student, but his child or her child didn't understand what is even number. So they asked to her or his a parent, what is even number? So parent can explain with the simple explanation, not only use technical mathematic concept, use for example is modulus, no, but use simple that, for example, even number is a number we can divide with a two, for example, like that. So after that, it is continue. So this activity is impossible for student and also teacher make collaboration and understand. But this happen at the uh, at the I mean, if the parent have a good capability in mathematics, but in others, for example, they don't have enough capabilities and ability in mathematics, but we can choose others activity. Okay, and I think this is one example, another example for that situation, and also this is time for teacher to develop a creative initiative to help and overcome the limitation of being physical separated between teacher and also student. In YouTube, I think it's many activities, and teacher try to make a short media, short video, and then upload to internet or use, for example, I don't know, it's TikTok maybe, but in YouTube is many teacher activity, teacher creative to teacher creativity to show what they can do to help the child. So I think this is a, change for teacher, and I think today there's many teacher as a YouTuber, so they can have a yes economical side with AdSense, for example, like that. Okay, and this another. Uh, if they had in YouTube, I think it's many uh, uh, teacher explanation how to solve a problem, how what is the topic, for example, is geometry, algebra, is many, and sometimes it's a simple activities. They just explain and try to write down in the paper and show up to student. So I think it's a good idea. It's a many activities that is it's a simple thing, but is a is a easy to understand with teacher. And this is free. It's not it's not expensive. I think it's um, we, we don't pay for this. I think it's free. So and other we can use, for example, this one is a serious media in YouTube. So uh, for example, about the integral and others. And this time, I think, because in situation there is a many, I think it's a many tools in new tool, for example, Equiper, Cohort, and Google Classroom, and also at Moodle. So we can use and share with the other teacher with similar experience. For example, this one, they try to explain uh, limit limit algebra use Quiper. So I think it's many tools. So this is time for teachers and also students explore a new tool to design activity activities and uh, uh, creative media in teaching and learning. Okay, and this is time for, I think this is teachers in local level make a collaboration with other teachers. For example, make a WhatsApp group or others. This is simple tool, I think, how to use WhatsApp or, for example, email to uh, discussion with other teacher and how to teach uh, this topic use WhatsApp, and how to, for example, this is regulation. This regulation first make a group and others until uh, share and give feedback others. It is a simple method in a collaboration with the others teachers. And then, yeah, we know, we realize that students have autonomy because they at home, and also they can learn in use they can surfing at internet, so they can try everything. But a teacher can conduct or direct them to, for example, to make others internet or media. There's many, I think it's many information and free at the internet. For example, this one, they can is as enrichment, for example, or others. So the student can explore many as they can do. So I think it's a very it is a possible for teacher give a student, a direct student, to explore some activities. Okay, and then this is a digital era. Can I think is a as academic and also I think is government. Maybe we must realize that maybe we must rethink how we collective about the school system and also in curriculum. For example, about mathematics. Maybe mathematics today is a very huge topics, and everything is insert at the curriculum. So this situation, we must rethink what is a essential topic we can choose. We must think that material content is essential and needed in society in daily life. So for school, for school, for example, and maybe for others, college, in college, we must rethink about the topic. So in Indonesia, I think today is in some college try to change curriculum with Merdeka Belajar, right? I think this it's time to uh, the situation to I mean uh, rethink or revise the curriculum. So at the post-pandemic COVID-19, we can use, we can learn and easily. Okay, and also a taxonomy. We can think about the taxonomy. This is in Indonesia we use Bloom taxonomy or revised taxonomy, but these others different side in others perspective. I think others view about the taxonomy we can use at the curriculum and professional development resource. Uh, if we can uh, we can take part, for example, is a cognitive skill and also interpersonal skill and also intrapersonal skill. In a cognitive skill, there is processing and cognitive strategies, yes, critical thinking, problem solving, analysis, logical reasoning, interpretation, and decision making, executive functioning, and also it knowledge, literacy, and communication skill. So in this situation is literacy and communication skill is very important. active listening, and also knowledge of the discipline, mathematics, what is the essential topic, ability to use evidence and assess the biases information. There is many hope, many in, not good information. So we can use this evidence, we can use Zoom information to support the knowledge, and also digital literacy. I think is very important, and creativity. Yeah, I think it's used. Uh, this is another perspective, and also interpersonal skill. What is interpersonal skill? For example, collaborative group skill, communication, collaborative, teamwork, cooperation, coordination, empathy, perspective taking, trust. I think is very important. Service orientation, conflict resolution, and negotiation. So in interpersonal skills today, we some um, uh, campaign that in this situation is a social distancing. I think it's not been social distancing. Uh, in at the situation, I think it's not social distancing. Social collaboration is important. Maybe it's physical distancing, but in social collaboration is still important. And I think this situation in pandemic situation engage all teacher and also parent make collaboration with teacher, with school and others. I think it's important. It's not a social distancing. So in this situation, I think it's physical distancing, right? All right, it's physical distancing, but it's not social distancing. Leadership, responsibility, assertive communication, self-presentation, and social influence. And also in interpersonal skill, intellectual, and also uh, intellectual openness, flexibility, adaptability, artistic and cultural appreciation, personal and social responsibility, intercultural competency, appreciation for diversity, capacity for lifelong learning, intellectual interest, and curiosity. I think it's very important in Indonesia in that situation, because we know at the at the home they know activities, they look at the media or social media, and they I think is many information can motivate some maybe student and people to uh, think I mean racist, for example. But I think this is a student must have information, and we must give student an intrapersonal skill, and also work ethics, responsibility, initiative, self-direction, responsibility, perseverance, productivity, persistence, self-regulation, metacognitive skill, I think, anticipate the future, and reflexive skill, and also professionalism, ethic, integrated citizen, work orientation, and also self-efficacy, self-regulation, self-monitoring, self-assessment, physical and mental health. So this is my idea. So uh, what are uh, challenges, I think, in mathematics teaching? Uh, Challenging mean we realize that we have some difficulties, but how to manage, how to think about this situation, limitation, and also some complexity in this situation uh, post COVID-19. Actually, not only in economic and healthy, but in education. So we focus on this area, educational topic, I think. There are significant problem with reliable internet and connection and access to digital device. So it's a problem. But maybe government or in local government residents and also in national government give some solution. For example, give a free smartphone or give lend children who cannot afford and visiting student, maybe not all student, but we can make a regulation and also can give free internet quotas. Maybe this is one solution, or provide learning and teaching module for direct or gradual mathematic material. But if a student is in not in this situation, I think it's easy. But when we student is have some difficulties like internet connection and also this digital device, I think is reasonable. And focus provide procedural knowledge for mathematical material. It's not mean we didn't use highest order thinking skill. No, but we must think if in remote area in kampung, for example, uh, we must think that the student they have a limitation. So provide the procedural knowledge is important, not only maybe conceptual knowledge or metacognitive knowledge, but in procedural knowledge for mathematic concept, I think. And also, yeah, we know that educator or teacher have been forced into teaching use uh, digital online, but they don't uh, they don't have enough capability. They don't have enough competency, and they did not prepare for this situation. So teacher need to be given training in online learning system, and school provide the facility for online teaching and learning and teacher collaboration in forum cooperation. For example, in Indonesia, there is a MK, um, Musyawarah Guru Matematik Mata Pelajaran. We can use this forum to share idea and to discussion what is problem, and also make a communication and collaboration with parent are more intensive and well maintained, because it's sometimes uh, parent didn't understand what happened, what uh, what 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 they can do in this situation. So we will I think we must maintain well collaboration with the parent. And also we realize in that situation post-COVID, we use digital learning and cooperative and collaborative activities use hand-on learning is sometimes it's not possible, but in others it's possible. But what is the solution? I think we can use collaborative learning with the parent, and also, for example, give assignment to make videos activities, such as in mathematics, such as constructing triangle and telling. And we, as a teacher, we uh, promote. I mean, try to uh, student to tell and to, for example, to make a video. What is activity? Uh, what is a situation when they solve a problem, mathematic problem, I think. And also, uh, when students have a good intrinsic intrinsically motivation, I think it's easy for teachers to conduct learning and activities use digital online. But when a student uh, did not have uh, good motivation and intrinsic motivation, so I think it's this situation makes student uh, they are boring with this situation. They make yeah, they sometimes is go in somewhere or not present at the uh, teaching and learning use digital online. So what we can do, I think we can reducing activities is we can uh, manage activities that student uh, can not a lot of activities, but sometimes step by step and uh, part by part, not all activities, but they have enough for rest, I think. So this not make student boring, I think. And also educators need to cater for activities as, for example, use offline or use television and others to take information, take material, mathematic material, I think. Okay, and as we know, not all in house, in home, home condition do not support learning, such as a home as a parent workplace. Parents do not understand how their children learn. Parent knowledge is inadequate. So we can use using blended learning by using social media and maybe visiting face-to-face directly, use mathematical modules that contain learning instruction, and how to learn provide via YouTube, for example, and internet and others. Okay, and some issue for students with a different age, for different age group, and also with learning difficulties and special need, I think is one not one others problem in teaching and learning use online system. Yes, we can surfing learning with the help of support the parent and also maybe uh, others supporting uh, others, not a parent, maybe others uh, assistant and others, for example. And maybe we can conduct offline teaching using health protocol COVID-19. Okay, and this is how we can designing effective teaching and learning. The first, we must consider the condition of student. This is important. We must consider what is situation, student condition, uh, such as whether they have access to electricity, internet network, adequate internet quota, and home condition. I think it's very important. The first is consider what the student condition. And the second is a capacity and ability of school and parent stakeholders in providing online system. Not all school, not all, I mean, institution, education institution have online learning tool. And then in Indonesia, I think some is, I think is internet sometimes is still expensive. So it's very difficult. So the others, uh, I think there's some area have a solution to give a facility for student or children in other, not in school but in others place. Capacity and ability of school and also parent, and then teacher knowledge. Yeah. We digital teaching, whether they have received adequate training skill teacher with digital tool, so we can consider teacher knowledge in online system. And also topic, mathematic topic. We should choose a topic maybe with the is suitable with digital teaching, and maybe we must uh, list that essential topic in teaching and learning. So there is I think it's a four condition if we use designing effective teaching and learning, especially in mathematics. First is condition of student capacity and ability of school, and teacher knowledge, and also uh, a topic. And then
Prof. Tatak, sorry.
what we can do. Yeah, all right. Okay.
Sorry, your time less than 5 minutes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
All right.
okay.
We can continue. Maybe just two slide. I mean, yeah. Okay. In online teaching strategies, I think is still I think a good solution in that condition. Online teaching strategies, because yeah, we know that the situation, I think, is online teaching strategies we can use at the post COVID pandemic, and also we can use the hybrid model of teaching and learning, and also we can use online course toolkit, teaching online without a LSL, learning management system, use email and others, and also maybe we can building course with an LMS learning management system, or use a digital solution for daily tasks and activities. And then some idea for research collaboration teaching. I think in that situation we must change perspective of research. Research actually should uh, identify innovation, and then this research, if we can the result of the research innovation, we can share to media not only just for fun, for example, or just info, but to because media is very I think is quick information to share innovation. And then we can do in community, like in MKMP or teacher forum. We help innovation spread, and then we can revise, and also uh, uh, develop a solution, other solution, revise, and then make others research. And focus of the research is a child. Uh, what the children can learn active and also effective in teaching and learning. There is some idea, I think, about the learner, about teacher, about the parent, about some collaboration and other topic. Is many topic we can do about the teaching and learning. As a closing, first we must to be creative as a teacher, as a educator, and develop consultant, for example. We must be creative, and we must wisely consider to teaching and learning situation. And also maybe we must think or rethink that the government should prepare a disaster-based curriculum. So I think we can what is the design a disaster-based curriculum. So for next situation we can use, because Indonesia is many area, many place, and this island, many island. So sometimes in others other part there is some disaster. So in educational we must prepare, we must make, for example, a disaster-based curriculum, and parent must uh, must understood that the situation and condition, and we can work together as much as possible. I think that's all. Thank you very much for your patience to listen my explanation. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much.
Go to the next question for Mr. Tatak. This question from Mr. RH Furkon Nur. The question is, even though the students do have autonomy and agency to study, yet many of students have difficulties to learn math or statistics. Not to mention, they have excuse not to learn and let their family to cover their tasks. In this, so called of freedom from coming to school to learn time. What do you think we should do to increase their work ethic as well as their self-efficacy in comprehending mathematics or statistics? Mr. Tatak, can you get
Okay.
the point or
All right. Okay.
okay?
The question is how to manage or to keep a student change to, with the autonomy. I think it's teachers we can design activities uh, and then not only just at I mean it's an essential topic, but also in is a enrichment topic. And as we know, at that moment, I think we have we have a yoga data and about, for example, is COVID pandemic, what how many I mean is people with pandemic coronavirus, I think. So we can use this for statistic activity and also in a mathematic model and and uh, try student to explore not only, for example, data uh, uh, given with the teacher, but uh, they can use others data, maybe international data or in others place, I think. So this is a method or strategy to conduct this activity. So student can use the autonomy and also maybe because in that time we student need not only in serious topic but maybe fun topic so we can uh, bring or direct student to some fun activity like puzzle game and other topic. I think it's many information, but we know yeah, because it's a limitation of teacher access in internet. Some teacher could not do like that. So I think it's a change today. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for the comprehensive answer. The second answer to Mr. Tatak, actually this is the same point. So this question come from Ms. Eka Mediana Wahyuningrum. I want to ask two questions. First, the problem of teachers who cannot use the technology properly and cannot guide the students to also use the technology. Do you think it is good to the teacher to get time to learn about the technology that we have to use now? Or what the most solution that you think is worth? Can you get the first question, Mr. Tatak?
Okay, thank you. All right. Okay. Yeah. Uh, yeah. The first, I think this is some school. This is school experience. Experience. There is some school give solutions. The first not a training, but the first is make a collaboration with the teachers and then discuss what is technology we can use. I think we can use simple technology like email and also WhatsApp. Yeah, but it's simple. I mean, there is some. I mean, it's some. Yeah, it's shortcoming. It's difficult. Others. But I think this is a simple thing to do. Use WhatsApp or maybe email, and then after that we can use for example, give a student use use a task or assignment, simple assignment, and then can do to watch YouTube, or maybe they make a video like that. This is simple activity. Use non LSM, learning management system, without learning management system. And then second, we must give a training for teacher. I think it's many school today before teaching and learning process. They already uh, have a uh, time to give a student training, online training. I think this work because it's in others school, in others place. I think student can use internet. Yeah, we know that is very. This is not. Not uh, maximum solution, or is guarantee that this uh, it will running well. No, but this is the is first, yeah, first uh, first effort, I think. Okay, okay, Ms. Puji. Okay, finished, Ms. Puji. Maybe others.
Udah. Oke, thank
Okay.
you very much, Mr. Tatak.